Glad to have you with us from the Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of El Paso. It's the Air Force Falcons and the Utep Miners. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. The Falcons ready to kick it away first. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ready to fire from the pistol. Handoff to Jones. There he goes.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
First down. And the Miners will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the left. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Newberry. Fires quickly. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The Miners are flying down the field. Give to the single back. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Finds his big tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And off to Jones. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down, gonna throw it. The throw to the outside is complete.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the 1st down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
Quick completion on the out. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utep. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Air Force's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know.
Just keeps moving. At midfield, he's got room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounted for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitch man, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
And that's a hard thing to do as a receiver, but because you want to catch the football, you want to get upfield and make more yards, but sometimes you got to realize, I just got to toe tap that thing. I just got to get one in, get the completion. That was a missed opportunity right there.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll get rid of it. Just got rid of that one.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Sees some running room. He's past the marker. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
And that's the 2nd time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage.
Intercepted, number 19. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side, it's Mason. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Sends it back in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Pickett. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the...
Makes the catch and he's free. Past the 20. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Air Force. Looking for the tie with the extra point. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Number 99, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. And off to Jones. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Got an alley. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Looking for a man. It's Newberry. Out wide right, it's Ferguson. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards, but if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down, and guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback changing the play. Got to make the play on 4th. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
2nd and long here. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Looking to the big tight end. Nearly intercepted.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the Utep sideline, one of the storylines that I am keeping track of right now is how is the running back performing. Coming off that loss last week, he really got banged up. And guys, I think it could impact his ball security, how he's cutting and moving on the field. I've got my eyes all over this, and I will keep you posted how this game progresses. Back to you.
Holly will see what kind of problems that might cause. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Right side, it's Campbell.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Newberry. Caught over the middle, it's Ferguson. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
On the run, it's Wall. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Miners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Got it looking for the 1st down. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands. 1st down.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Looking to pass, it's Newberry. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Rides to the back. Finding some room. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Miners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Utep! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Hand it to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. On the move. Quick spin on the ride. And it slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. Secures it at the 30. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Utep offense headed out to the field to start this drive. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The Miners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for a man. It's Newberry. Fires left. Makes a catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. 1st and goal, and the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as a return is stopped short of the 25. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Toledo Rockets. And it's the Aggies trying to close out what would be one of the toughest wins of the season. And that's a big statement considering this team is already 6-1. Let's see if they have what it takes. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now over to your game inside the Sun Bowl. Back and forth we've gone so far. And these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey, guys, Coach Calhoun told me at the half, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Thanks, Holly. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Lindsey. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Gets the back moving. Right at the line. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Snags a quick pass on the left. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Finds a crease, it's Wall. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on fourth down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking for the marker. And some great fourth down defense against the run.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Sees an alley. Turning it on. He's at the 50. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They'll run him again. Maybe some room here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Wall. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Miners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Pulls and fired complete. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Miners trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Caught. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Back swinging for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miners. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Number 94, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Using his legs at Squall. Breaks into the open. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. This game will officially be in the books shortly. Gives us a minute to check out the Week 9 scoreboard for the top 12 in college football. So the final period starts with a second down play. Keep it on the ground. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And on second down for this offense. Handoff to the single running back. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's Ferguson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Got a little space. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Miners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next run.
Back to pass, it's Newberry. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Wants to throw one first. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Calls his own number. Gets away from one. He's got space. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Falcons. Once he got some room, it was over.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Might as well run him again. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Trying to establish the run. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.